Yeah, Colin, he accepted his offer letter last week, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, Colin accepted his last week. This is somebody else, similar position though, both information security analyst.
Yeah, that's what's
What's
up.
up, bro?
Yo, that's the man of the hour right there.
What's up, man?
Mr. Waters. That's how he came in today.
How's it going, yo? How's it going?
I'm all right, G. How you doing, man?
Everything's good.
Hey, I'm trying to get on that NBA level, bro.
Now I'm trying to get on this cyber level like y'all.
Yeah. It's hey, bro, I think everybody in BD1 is like is certified, bro.
Yeah, just about is getting there.
Man, that's hey. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I told some people that you were gonna be here spreading the good news. So I'm gonna give them a few minutes to hop on. But before we do, Telvin, what's up? Miss Desi, what's going on? Paula, let me know if you all, and Kenny, let me know if you all have any questions from class today. Remember, I'm here to help you.
Yeah, everything's good. I've been trying. I'm probably not supposed to be doing it, but I've been diving into Kali Linux, trying different hacks and stuff.
Oh, no, you are supposed to be doing that. Keep doing
that.
Yeah,
that's right. Once you do the first one, after that, it's kind of addicting. You gotta be careful though, but it's cool learning different stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, please keep practicing. Don't stop. I tell you all the time. I practice all the time, man. There's more of what I don't know than what I do know. So I'm always learning something new. This week I've been trying to get better at buffer overflows, producing them, utilizing different tools, manual tools, not automated tools, just to get a better feel of it, enhance my arsenal of weapons and my skill set so I can be a little bit more deadly. So keep practicing. I got those labs for 12 months. The class isn't 12 months, right? The class is about 2-3 months. Use those labs for the rest of the time you have them for. Don't just let them sit there. Because believe it or not, Joe, you're going to see a lot of things that you were doing in those labs at work. So you all already have the hands-on use case labs, not just any type of labs, but labs that are, or things that are being done in a production environment. You have access to it, so use it. All right, we got some more people coming in. YouTube, what's up? Shout out to the folks on YouTube. Our YouTube community has been growing. I remember when we only had 1 subscriber, which was our first. Now we're almost at 500, which is cool. The numbers don't matter, but it's good to see the family growing all around the world. Cedric, what's up, man?
Hey, Tobi, what's going on?
Nothing much. Another day, another dollar, another student.
Right.
Offer letter. Hey, so while we wait a little bit, I'm gonna kill some time. Some of you are already familiar with it. You're on the Discord community with us. Our incident response course using Splunk is now available for our students. It's not available for the world just yet. Okay, it will be available. Give it maybe a week or two. We'll make it available for everybody else. But all you all, I cannot stress how much that class is going to take where you are now, what you know now, to an entirely different level, right? I can't stress it. Security fundamentals is great. You all know it's great. You can see how many students it's getting into the field. Imagine being able to handle a Splunk, or not a Splunk, but being able to handle an incident as a SOC analyst or a cyber analyst or a Splunk analyst, right? Imagine being able to add that to your arsenal. Cedric, you already know, you've been bringing it up to me. Joe, a lot of employers, a lot of recruiters are asking people about Splunk skills, especially for SOC jobs. What do you know about Splunk? Have you used Splunk? Do you know how to handle an incident? Right? You already know how to handle an incident. Okay, we've used in our own IDS tools and different incident management tools in class. But this right here, yeah, okay. We've already had a guy, I don't want to get his name wrong. Can't remember his name, but he left a comment on the course. He got his first, I think it was a Splunk job or it was something in a SOC. He got his first gig from that course. Okay, after going through that course. Some of our students who work at Deloitte now, they said after taking that course, they've been 10 times more effective at work. They understand the ins and outs, how to navigate through Splunk, how to read the data sources, how to pivot over to different tools such as Wireshark and use that to corroborate what they found in Splunk. All right, this class is literally about to take you to another level of market ready. So sign up for it. You have 14 days access to it. Okay, so yeah, and the virtual machines that you get in there, they're yours to keep. All right, so you'll have those forever. You'll be able to play with those forever, but the actual material in the class, what you're using, you'll only have access to that for 14 days. Okay, it's a pretty dope class. It's just like any other one where it's straight hands-on. In the last module in the class, we're challenging you to go ahead and analyze a new, completely different data source than we were using in the first few modules. So if you have any questions about that one, let me know. And we will get to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Waters. All right. Joe was actually one of our previous students. He got Security Plus certified. Okay, he's been Security Plus certified. He knocked that one out the park. And he recently just accepted a job offer. He's actually been interviewing all week, different interviews. I'm not sure if he took this offer yet, but there's an offer on the plate that he actually negotiated for a $10,000 increase. All right, so I just want to give him the floor to talk about that. You all feel free to ask him any questions. But Joe, Mr. Waters, the floor is yours, bro.
Hey man, thank you, bro. First and foremost, I appreciate what you are doing for just the community of people just trying to get into IT, teaching them the fundamentals. However, man, I started out like everybody here, mostly. Obviously, some of us coming into O-Line have a little bit of IT and tech experience, so you just might be trying to just get that Security Plus certification. However, I came in no experience. I didn't know about cybersecurity. It was mentioned to me before. I contacted Tobi, saw him posting and doing things on social media. He like, hey man, this is what it's about. You know, check it out, do some research. I did my research, was interested, so I took the course. Passed my Security Plus cert exam. Just with that alone, man, I was hyped on that because I knew nothing about security, none of the fundamentals, none of the terms, nothing. And I'll say this, if you're going through the class now, study every day, go over what you did today, go over it tomorrow, go over the stuff you learned tomorrow, then rinse, wash, repeat. I went through the resume portion. Tobi helped me. I had no security on there. Matter of fact, my background is in education. I'm a teacher at this present time, elementary school. And Tobi helped me get my resume right. It was just a back and forth constant process until he, was like, okay, this is good. You can put this one out. And trust me, I didn't tell him, but I had put a resume out there before he gave me like that thumbs up. And, I got no responses, no hits, no recruiters, nothing, no emails. So after he gave me that approval, I put that resume out to a lot of the job boards, Dice, Indeed, update my LinkedIn resume profile. And the recruiters, they just started rolling in one after the other, hitting me up for positions I never applied for. just like, hey, I think you're good for this. I think you're good for that. So I
Mhm.
came across this position that I just recently, that I accepted actually today.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Information security analyst position. Interview, man, I'm telling you, everything they asked me in the technical interview is what Tobi asks us and goes over in class, or when you get to your final 2 weeks of class, and it's about I mean, he goes hard, and don't get offended with Tobi, man. He is a dry cut dude. I think you a Virgo like me, bro. But don't get offended. It feel like he just blasting you, and he like, dang, but at least I did. And you know, he wants you to be successful. So he not gonna come at it with anything else other than, if you're not ready for this level of questioning, you're not gonna get anything. So literally, they asked me about ports. They asked me about risk assessments, qualitative versus quantitative, like literally the same stuff in my notes. And I was like, man, like, this is crazy. So, I knocked it out the park. They asked me for a little writing sample or something, I think it was a SQL injection attack. They wanted to see how I would respond to that, or what I would say to other users who weren't in IT, sent it back to them. They contacted me this week. That was last week. They contacted me this week with the offer. The offer came in lower than what was actually on the job announcement, or what they said they could pay. And so what I did was, I took a day. I said, okay, let me take a day. Let me talk it over, with my family, my fiance, everything. And that night, or last night, I sent the VP of the company an email and said, hey, yada, yada, yada. I'm looking to get this much right here. And either they're going to say yes or no. At the end of the day, they're going to say yes or no. So don't be afraid to counter their offer, because they know a lot of us are coming in with no experience. So they think they can give you what they want to give you, and you're going to be like, yes, and go for it. Don't be afraid to counter that. Stay within the range of like what you see they offer, or do some research behind the role, and come back within a couple thousand, or whatever you feel is adequate, and send it back to them. And either they're gonna say yes, no, or they're gonna meet you somewhere in the middle. In this case, they accepted. They said, okay, we'll give you that, and they gave me the position. They offered me the position, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, in a nutshell, y'all, if I can do this, I don't say if I can do it, anybody can do it, because it takes discipline. You have to focus. You have to study. You have to do your labs. I was able to update my resume with experiences from my labs, and then I was able to talk about them. And what I would use is like the objectives of the labs. Like it doesn't have to be intricate. I would use the objectives from the labs and just add a bullet in my resume, or add it to like my professional skills area. So then when they asked about it, it was like, oh yeah, in such and such and such, I did this, that, and the third. And yeah, it's yours. It's all yours. If you want it, you can get it. The opportunities are there. Obviously, I'm saying there are endless opportunities. People contacting me about senior security analyst positions. I'm like, whoa, I'm not ready for that, Chief. I know my lane, So, and even Tobi, Tobi will tell you, I messaged him a couple times on some job, and he had to give me that, Joe, if you have to ask, you're not ready for this. And, you got to humble yourself, because sometimes you feel like on top of the world, and you wanted this, because we're going to learn. But, take the process slow, roll with the process, and trust the process, because it works. It definitely works.
And Joel, yo, I'm happy. I'm happy because I know the type of work that you put in to get this, right? Let me tell y'all something, y'all. When I tell you it's okay to ask me questions, ask Joel. It's okay to ask me questions because he asks questions every single day. And I answer him. There's never a time where I never answer this question. I may not answer right away, but there's never a time I don't answer questions, right? Because if you're willing to put in the work, I'm willing to put in the work with you. And he was putting in the work. He was studying. He was on Cyber Thursdays. He was asking questions. He was screenshotting me labs saying, hey, should I do it like this? Should I do it like that? And positions that he would try to apply for, I would help steer him along the way. And speaking about those positions, a lot of time people like to lie on their resumes, right? They like to throw everything on there just to make themselves, make their resumes look a little bit better. Joe, did we have to lie on your resume at all?
No, we didn't lie at all. Like everything we put on there was 100% stuff we were talked about, stuff we did in the lab. So it's hands-on experience.
Right. And I try to, tell people, especially on social media, hey, lying on your resume actually hurts you more than you may think sometimes, right? Because it just doesn't. We can talk more about that offline. We didn't have to lie on his resume, and the jobs, at least this one, I believe, the one you accepted the offer letter for, was this one that we posted on our Discord community?
Yeah, this one was an Indeed position.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Use that. Use the Discord. It's your best friend.
Yeah, everything's there. Everything's there. Unfortunately, it's only available to O-line security students in this course, the Security Fundamentals course. We may branch it open into our other incident response course and Splunk fundamentals, but I don't see that happening in the nearby future. But y'all, that Kenny, everybody in the current class right now, you all don't see that yet. Telvin, you see it. Cedric, you see it. You'll see it once you get certified. We want to take it in steps. Yeah, I don't want you to start focusing on jobs and then you get distracted from actually focusing on your certification, because with little to no experience, which most of you don't have any experience, that certification is going to give you the leverage you need to become market ready. Okay, and those jobs in that one channel, we actually have a script that's scraping different engines and populating it there for you, right? Not senior level positions, not these crazy out the box position that you're not ready for. It's entry level positions all around the globe. And Joe, is that a remote position?
Yeah, they just let me know, man, that it is. I have the option to do remote, or the headquarters actually in Baton Rouge. So I was like, I'm open to relocate, but they was like, you can relocate and we'll give you da 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 da, or you could just do remote. And I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
bro.
man, I'm staying here.
Hit the jackpot, bro. That's what's up.
Hey,
Yeah.
Did you say Telvin?
I said he hit the jackpot. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And this is just the start, y'all. There's other people who've been through the course, been through everything, and I mean they probably doing better than I am right now.
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even do that. Everybody has their own race.
That's
Everybody's
true.
in their own lane.
That's true.
You're doing better than you yesterday. That's what matters.
Yes.
So,
Facts. That's very true.
do
But
better than you today too.
if you want it, it's there. Tobi's here to help you. The instructors. I'm not sure if you're doing all the classes now, Tobi, but Zoe is one of my instructors. I hit Zoe up through Discord. He answers questions. Actually, even in this process, I'll just like, hey, like I'm getting antsy, like I don't know. And he's like, I ain't say that to Tobi. I said it to Zoe. That was one of my instructors, and he was like, bro, just relax, trust the process. It's going to happen. And just be ready when it does. Just keep studying. Just because when you get certified, don't mean stop studying. Keep studying, because they're going to literally ask you questions from what we're learning or what you're learning right now. And I mean, you knock it out the park. So yeah, O-line, the O-line way. If you're gonna do it the O-line way.
What was that?
If you're gonna do it the O-line way.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I say this too. I told you, Tobi, man, I'm meeting people who going through these boot camps. I met a cat that's gone through these boot camp. This extra information. I mean, these cats are paying thousands of dollars for the same stuff that we learning, and they're not even getting certified. So if you're gonna do it the O-line way. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, bro.
And before we jump into the questions, y'all, Joe said something really, really important, man. I'm hard on every single one of our students, right? I don't care who you are, what you look like, what your name is. I'm hard on everybody, especially in the last 2 to 3 weeks. That's my job. If I'm not, I don't care, right? If I'm not beating you up, if I'm not challenging you, if I'm not asking you why, if I'm not following up on you when you're not in class, and we don't have to do these things, but that's just how I'm programmed, right? I have to tell you when your resume is trash, right? If I don't tell you it's trash, if I tell you that your resume, it's not okay, but it can be better, you may just go out there and put your resume out there and start using it. Okay. Then opposed, if I tell you it's trash, you're gonna second guess putting that resume out there like, wow, dang, he just said it was trash. God, what's wrong with it? And then Joel will tell you, Cedric will tell you, he's been through that process. It's the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm just throwing the Red Sea on your resume, like, hey, fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this. Okay, because there's a way to do it. There's a way to make yourself market ready. And I'm happy you said that, because the class is actually in the last 2 weeks, and in the last 3 weeks, and I've been beating them up.
Don't take no offense, y'all. Don't get offended. Don't, I'm sure you don't or don't feel. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when we was doing the PBQs, I actually hated Tobi calling on me, because I never told you this. Like, this is for real. I'll be like, yo, and don't be afraid to get it wrong, because that's how you learn. If you're not right, like, I'd rather be wrong and, get help and that I missed it, than to sit on my computer and just listen, which I was doing. Cause I was like, yeah, I ain't ready to jump in here yet. Or I would just type my answers in the message box or something like that, man. Jump out there, get your feet wet, learn, take chances, make mistakes, get messy, magic school bus, Miss Frizzle, like, do it, because it's only going to prepare you for, and only going to make you better.
Man, I appreciate that. Anybody got any questions for Joel here?
Hey, Joe, congratulations.
Thank you.
Was it any particular way that you decided to study? Because honestly, I've been racking my brain, and I've been reaching out to other students and trying to start a study group and so forth. And I just wanted to get your take on how you did it.
Yeah, no doubt. I tried to do the flashcard thing, and like that wasn't for me, So what I ended up doing, literally, I just took notes in my note, man. I can even show you. I just took notes in my notebook, literally, from class. I keep this joker right here next to the computer, man. Like, I just, I'm being here studying and even writing down stuff. So even like I read, this is, talk about authentication and everything. But I just would go over literally, like, if I got it today, I would go over it today. Then I would flip back and go over the stuff we did yesterday. Then I'll flip back and go over the stuff we did all the way till we went back to day one. And every day I would do that. like whatever I get tomorrow, even though tomorrow's Friday, I know Tobi don't have class, but you know, like let's say tomorrow was Thursday, then I would go over what I got tomorrow, then what we got on Wednesday, then what we got on Tuesday, what we got on Monday, boom. And it was rinse, wash, repeat every single time, every day, you know, nonstop. And then yeah, that's what I did. And actually the last 2 weeks, I didn't even tell Tobi I was taking the test. And I just went and did it. And yeah, man, I you know, I messaged him on the Discord, and you know, he was excited. I was excited. You know, he was like, "You didn't tell me," but yeah, if you go about it that way, I think that for me was very successful.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Question, Kenny. Hey, Joe, Alex on YouTube said congratulations on that, on your accomplishment, man.
Appreciate it, family. Appreciate it, man. This a big deal, y'all. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna take up your form, bro.
Hey, hold on. Any more questions, y'all?
Yes, I have one. Hi, Joel. Is it Joel?
Yes.
Okay, hi, Joel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My question is, how long did you work? How many hours did you study a day?
It ranged, because just like everybody here probably has a full-time job, you know, like I said, I'm a teacher, so you know, I work outside of work. But like I said, once I got off the Zoom, off our meeting, I'd at least give an extra hour. So I think class is like an hour. I would at least put in an extra hour and just going over the material. And then if it might have been something I didn't get, I would use find like Professor Messer video, you know, and use that. Or the next day, like literally I'll come into class with a question like, and ask Tobi like, hey, can you give me some clarity to such and such and such, you know? And but yeah, at least an hour after class every day. And then the weekends, you know, I put in, you know, 2 hours or so. And that was helpful for me. That was definitely helpful for me.
Okay, thank you for that.
As well. And I think that Tobi breaks the information down so well that even if you have a question, he breaks it down even to smaller parts that we can understand. So yeah, I you know, an hour after class, just while I'm in it, boom, just go over it. And then, like I said, it just helped going over the stuff the day before, all the way back to the first day. So then every time you do it, it's like, okay, now my brain is retaining it.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Ms. Desi. Any other questions, y'all? Please feel free. You got Joe here.
Joe, I just wanted to say congratulations, man.
Thank
And
you, G.
you couldn't wait to update your LinkedIn. That's
Look,
what's up, man.
look, when and what I'm learning now is tech is a whole world of its own. And it's not like anything else. It's like, man, you update your stuff, somebody gonna call you like that, you know, if you have what they're looking for. Like, you don't have to even, you can put in application, but you really don't have to. Like, somebody will call you, message you, email you something, you know, round the clock. And yeah, you know, so if you don't use LinkedIn, I didn't use it because as an educator, it was like not really a necessary tool. But if you're not on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn, update your profile, you know, put a nice picture on there. And yeah, you know, connect with some of the other O-line students as well. Somebody connected with me, I think from this class, I believe Tobi, or maybe one of your last classes, you know, ask a couple questions. So, you know, connect with people. It's a great tool to use, you know.
Cedric, you got a question?
Nah,
Hey, Cedric.
I was the one that connected with him.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Cedric's
yeah,
funny.
it
He said
was.
that he put his hand up.
It was, man. He done, we've been chopping it up, man, and you know, he's like, man, like the same questions I asked Zoe, and I'm like, all right, just if you just be patient, I'm telling you, don't rush it. The opportunities will come and they're endless, and once you get your foot in the door, everybody tells me, Tobi tells you, once you get your foot just in the door, you in the door unless you just do something stupid.
Yeah.
So Joel, how long did it take for a recruiter to reach out to you from LinkedIn once you updated your profile?
For real, like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe
Okay.
less than that. Like, yeah, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like it had to have the right stuff too. It was a constant change and process and an update and process, but yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks. I got my Security Plus certification June 12th. Well, we in August now. I didn't really start putting out apps until my resume until like late July, just bouncing back and forth with Tobi, and literally, 2 months after certified, a month after putting out apps. We here. So yeah.
So did Tobi help you with LinkedIn as well?
Tobi gives us some pointers, and then in Discord app, there, some other students will post some things that help. So I would say yes, and then some of the, like I said, the comments from other students, because I record like a lot of my labs that I do, and then I post them on my social media site, and that get a lot of hits. I got, you'll get hits from people like you that don't even follow you. Just because it's a skill. It's a skill that people really, really want and is in demand right now. So, yep.
That's actually a good idea. Your labs, record yourself doing it, right? Record yourself articulating what you're doing. And this is if you feel comfortable, but try to get in a comfortable situation where you can do this, because it's only going to benefit you. Record yourself doing it, record yourself articulating what's going on, and post it on LinkedIn, right? I did see Joe doing it, and I think I mentioned it in one of our classes, like post it on LinkedIn. Recruiters are looking for that. They can't find that in your resume. They're looking for that. And to piggyback off of Ms. Desi's question, we don't technically, when I say we, online security, we don't technically help develop your LinkedIn profile, but we do indirectly through building your resume. Okay, that resume that you put on there, if you've gone through the back and forth with us and you've gotten all, and I've given you that green light, like, yes, this is a great resume. When you put it on there, your LinkedIn profile changes, right? Eventually it will change. If you start interacting with recruiters, liking certain things, your account will start getting populated. And as Joe mentioned, we have previous students who have made LinkedIn comments in our career, I think it's the career development channel. They have links in there to help you create or to massage that LinkedIn profile. Okay, and you all don't have access to that yet. You don't have access to the career development channel, the jobs channel, there's an interviews tips channel. There's a bunch more other things, right, that you all see after getting Security Plus certified.
Okay.
Question.
Go for it, Paul.
Congrats, first of all, Mr. Waters.
Thank you.
I was wondering, I guess it's kind of like more so like a personal question, like how confident or do you feel, or are you worried that, because the position is an information security analyst, and so being someone like going from a teacher and like not knowing anything at all, are you worried of like what your roles and responsibilities would be, or do you feel like the labs have helped you become confident and you think like you're going in with a strong head or yeah.
Yeah. I would say the labs have given me a good base to work with. Um, coming, like you said, coming in with a different background, it gives me a strong base to work with. And actually, one thing, and I would actually say yes to that question because I bounced a lot of thoughts off of Tobi or, asked him a lot of questions. And one thing that he always comes back with is that these labs are actual skills that people are doing right now, like literally. And that right there if anybody would know, he would know. And that right there is just, it gave me a lot more confidence to say, all right, well, shoot, I'm doing what people are doing in the industry. It's just in a virtual environment. It's not live in a productive stage, but I'm doing what people are literally doing. So I definitely feel confident, and I would just say just be open, ready to learn, which I am, because there's always more to learn.
And to piggyback off of that, so that I had mentioned earlier that we have a script going through different engines and populating jobs for you all. The jobs that they're populating, so you have different types of positions, right? You have senior level positions where you need to go and hit the ground running, right? There are no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, security engineer position, senior security engineers, senior security architects, you have to hit the floor running. There's still going to be a training phase, even in those high-end positions, but it's not going to be as much of a time or training time, one-on-one time with the coach or mentor as an entry-level position. Okay. Different companies, they have different maturity levels in regards to how they train their new employees. So it varies. But personally, and all of the O-line students, I've never heard of an entry-level position not having some training time, right? To learn the job, learn the skills. It may not be as thorough as others, right? Some have more thorough training programs or development programs where they take you through. Some others are still learning and they're trying to put that together. But you're usually not going to get thrown into the fire, right? Or into the deep end. That typically doesn't happen. But if it does, these labs, I'm trying to tell you, you don't believe me yet. And it makes sense, right? I wouldn't, I like to see things, or I need facts to believe it. You don't believe me yet, but these are use case scenarios, depending on the position you're going for. And also in the career development channel, we have the labs broken up by positions. Okay, so if you were studying for a vulnerability analyst position, there are certain vulnerability labs. But even better, that incident response course. Yo, I'm trying. If you got to see it to believe it, right? You got to see it to believe it. That incident response course, if you're going for a SOC analyst job, an information security analyst job like Joe, vulnerability analyst, anything that's utilizing a SIM tool, that incident response course is going to put you ahead of the game. All of our employees who are working, all of our students who are employees with Deloitte right now, they'll tell you themselves. You can ask them on Discord. That course was 10 times better than what Deloitte was providing them for their training program. And I'm not taking anything away from Deloitte's training program, okay? But the students themselves have said, hey, if I would have had that course when I first got on board, my position, my job would have been 10 times easier. Because it goes through everything that they're doing there, right? Everybody's training program is not the same. It's not being developed by practitioners. But that course right there, there is no ifs, ands, or buts, right? There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. One day I'll show you all some of the testimonies on that course. One of the guys, he got a job, another guy, he's going for a SOC analyst position, but I don't want to take up too much time on that. This is Joe's time right now. But good question, Paul. Anybody else have any other questions?
Yeah, Joe, I got a quick question. What labs did you use or train in to prepare you for this position that you're doing now?
Good question, man.
Say that one more time.
So what labs did you use that prepared you, or what labs did you use that you that kind of groomed you for this position that you're doing now? Like, did you use the SOC situation? Did you use the system admin, or did you use vulnerability analyst? Like, what labs did you use to prepare you for this role?
The vulnerability analyst. So with Tobi, like you said, he has the labs broken down by role. So I was doing a lot of vulnerability analyst labs and system administrator labs. That's what worked for me. But honestly, I've been trying to actually just go through all the labs and just knock them out, just to have them and be like, okay, I can speak to this, that, and the third. But those are what were helpful for me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a question from Alex on YouTube. Alex asks, well, he has two questions. And I'm sorry if I missed it early. I'm just seeing it, Alex. He said, did you continue doing labs and cybersecurity exercises after obtaining your Security Plus before you landed the job? That's the first question.
Well, the labs. So you want me to keep it a G with him, Tobi?
Yeah. So let me rephrase the question. He said, "Did you?" That's fine.
So did I do the labs after I got Security Plus certified?
Yep. Just tell him the truth, man.
Okay. So Tobi didn't give me access to the labs before I got Security Plus certified. We would just dialogue, and he was like, bro, I just want you to focus on the fundamentals. And then once you do that, I let you do I give you the labs. And so I was like, okay. And I asked him multiple times. So I was like, okay. Once I got my certification. So I guess in the answer to that question, just a little more briefly, I did my labs after I got certified, and they have definitely helped. And every time I do them, like something else is like, oh wow, like I learned something else new, and like, oh, that's that, da 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 da, and just make those connections. So yeah, that's how I did it, or that's what I did.
And just to piggyback off of that, if you missed that, I think I might have to. Okay, if you missed that, so Joel, he used the labs after getting Security Plus certified. The class Joel took, they didn't have the labs bundled into that class, right? The classes now, they have the labs bundled in there. So the class he took, he didn't get access to the labs. And after taking that class, he was asking me, hey, he didn't get Security Plus certified yet. He kept asking me, hey, can I get the labs? Can I get the labs? And just based off of our dialogue, and I'm just being honest here, based off of our dialogue, I didn't think he was ready to jump into the labs. I assumed that once he got the labs, he would shift gears from the actual fundamentals and just use the labs to prepare for the exam. And you're not going to pass the exam just doing the labs. You're not going to pass the exam. You're not going to pass the exam. You're not going to pass the exam just doing the labs. Or at least I should say it's going to be a lot more difficult. So I didn't want to set him up like that. Just based off of our dialogue, how persistent he was, it just sounded like, hey, this is going to be the fast track to Security Plus. Let me do it this way. And I wanted him to get it. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to give you the labs yet. Go through this. I gave him some documents. I said, go through this first, handle this, and then we'll give you the labs later. And then eventually we gave him the labs, and he got certified. I don't know if he used it before getting certified, but after.
No, it was after. It was after.
After he got certified, he was just using nothing but the labs. And it worked out that way. Like the classes now, we had the labs baked into the program. So Cedric, Kenny, Miss Desi, Paula, Telvin, Lionel, the way you all have the labs now is not the way Joe had it, okay? It's baked into the program. This is homework assignments that they're doing all the time. I decided to keep those lab videos open to the public because I realized there just wasn't really a lot out there for people. I didn't want to keep it to just online security students, like our Splunk labs and stuff. So we opened that up for everybody, and it's been beneficial. Now, I don't want to do too much rapping. Alex did have another question.
Yeah.
He said, I missed it. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I heard you mention the SQL injection attack. Did you learn all of that from O-line labs and experience, or did you use anything like Try Hack Me or Hack the Box?
No, I haven't done the try hack me stuff, and I've been hearing it's pretty good. But I learned all of that from Tobi. And man, when I tell you, well, I guess y'all probably know, is like the breakdown of that was, I mean, it's, bro, it's a different level, bro. You make it easy for a dummy to understand. But no, I haven't tried to try hack me stuff yet. I'm definitely been looking forward to doing those. But yeah, I learned it all from the O-line and from the labs from O-line.
And I did mention to Alex that we do have that SQL injection video. He said he saw it already though. Good. Ralph said congratulations. That's huge, Raphael.
Yeah, I was about to say that's yeah.
Any other questions, y'all, for Joe? Right. I was telling the class earlier, it's hard to find opportunities like this to ask someone how they're doing what you want to do, or how did they do what you want to do. It's rare. Sometimes people, they don't want to talk to you after they've gotten to a certain level, or they got into a certain place, or it's just hard to get in contact with them because they're busy. If you don't have any questions now, feel free to send me a message on Discord. Hey, class, he's on Discord. You can shoot him a message, hit him up, ask him. YouTube, feel free to post your questions here. I can always relay it to Joel if he's not busy. I'm pretty sure he'll try to answer it. But if you all are all interested in our course, it is a Security Fundamentals course. It is not a Security Plus course. It is going to help you get Security Plus certified. The goal of the course is to teach you how to become an asset, okay? How to actually apply what you're learning from a practitioner's perspective, okay? But it is going to help you get Security Plus certified. It's Monday through Thursday. Right now it's from 8:15 p.m. to 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have study hall sessions that are currently running on Saturdays. It's about, Kenny, is it an hour or 2 hours on Saturday? I can't remember.
It started out at 2 hours, but last week we had to cut it short because Calvin had to go. He had to go into work that day.
Okay.
So it is normally 2 hours, but again, like I said, if the instructor has to do something, then we cut it back.
Okay. So study hall on Saturdays. We also use Cyber Thursdays, which is right here, to do some more hands-on things. Sometimes we'll have students run through the lab. Sometimes I may do a hacking lab. I love Try Hack Me, by the way. I love it. So I may do something on there from time to time. There's nothing but opportunities here. My favorite part about this entire Security Fundamentals 1 course is the career development, right? It's actually teaching you how to put these skills that you're learning on paper, how to make yourself become market ready, doing some interview preps to get you prepared for your first interview, your second interview, your third interview. That's something we enjoy doing here. That's actually my favorite part about this entire course, this entire program. Next year, we are going to be moving into a new style of academy that we have been working on, and I can't wait to bring it out. Can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. All of our previous students, you will get grandfathered into that academy. I thought I would never use that word because I hate it when the Army would always say it, but I'm using it now. You all will get grandfathered into that academy. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget about our incident response course. All right, both of those two together, that's the double whammy. You can't go wrong. That's how you take over the field. That's how you take control of your career. Security Fundamentals 1, coupled with the Incident Response Fundamentals course. So class, if you're asking me what your next step should be, it should be that. If you're trying to become a Splunk engineer, like not just an incident responder, but a Splunk engineer, you should take our Splunk Fundamentals 1 course, right? You have to take it at some point. to become a Splunk engineer anyway. So all that's going to be available on our website in due time. The Security Fundamentals 1 is there. November class is filling up. September's class is already filled. Hopefully I get to see some of you there. If not, hopefully I see you next week on Cyber Thursday. Thank you everybody for showing up. Joel, congratulations. You did it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
Tobi.
it, bro.
Hey, Tobi, I wanted to say one more thing.
Hey, go ahead. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Joe, thank you again for coming on and giving us the advice that you gave us. And also, I just wanted to say to those out there who are thinking about taking a course, this course is for real, and you're never going to get the amount of information from Tobi and O-Line Security that if you even thinking about a boot camp, don't even waste your time. Don't spend your money. I've taken boot camps and this is, it is, I wasted my money. I still got an IT, but I wasted my money doing that. This is it right here. You ain't going to find nothing else better. And Tobi cares about every single student in his class. Thank you.
Hey man, thank you, Kenny. You got my heart smiling right now, man. It's showing through my face.
Yeah,
It's true, man. It's true. I mean,
hey, I didn't take the boot camp, but I sat down with somebody that did. Since, we opened Pandora's box. Yeah, I can tell you from firsthand and just him asking me questions. They'll do they do a lot of technical stuff, but they're missing the fundamentals. They're missing the part. So if that's you, from my mouth to your ears, you'll get a lot of technical stuff. If that, Kenny could probably speak to that more so than I can. But the fundamentals, the breakdown, the actual understanding of what you're doing, yeah, this brother hit me up, and I'm like, man, go talk to Tobi. So yeah, if you're doing a boot camp, I'm not gonna knock it. That's what you do. That's your lane. Everybody is different, but O-Line is the wave. O-Line is the way. The O-Line way. Hashtag. I'm getting a shirt made, bro. I'm not paying copyright either. I'm getting a shirt made. Hashtag the O-Line way.
Hey man, I really appreciate the kind words, y'all. It means a lot. Just it adds more fuel into the tank for us to keep driving and doing what we do. But that's definitely one thing we care about our students here. Every single last student. I promise you. If you're working, I'm gonna work right next to you. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just how my mom raised me. That's how I've been programmed. That's just how it comes out, and it's coming out the O-Line Security. So I appreciate everybody showing up. Please let me know if you have any questions. We're always here to help. And I will see you all next Thursday. Class, I'll see you on Monday. You already know what I'm going to say, class. So study. Please. And hold on to your loved ones. Give them a kiss. Let them know you love them. Stay safe. Stay blessed. See you all next week.